Good morning, Hawker. How are you doing this morning? I'm just getting ready to go live with my stream. Okay. Go ahead and see if we can get this all to work. Yep. Cool. Put you out of the way. We don't need you anymore. Good morning. I am once again in my home airport in KERI, and where I learned how to fly an airplane. Today we are in X-Plane 1155R2. We are going to redo the same flight I did yesterday in Microsoft Flight Simulator, hopefully with hopefully a little less fun. Yesterday was a bit entertaining, and it moved something. Whoops, wrong way. Oh, that's better. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some patterns. And today we're in the default Cessna 172, and I'm using the Reality Expansion Pack. So what that means is the plane is more realistic than the default airplane. And so because of that, I have to kind of do many things correctly, or the plane won't start, or I'll break it, or who knows what I could do to it. So I think we're pretty close. Yeah, I think we are. So let me. This program, this here is called X Checklist. I am a co-author. Me and Michael, Michael and I wrote it, and many years ago now. I was the one that brought it into VR. So the cool thing is that it's transparent, so I could actually put it up there, and I can basically see through it. So it's so for a VR user, it's like that's like to me, it's really important. So I have a couple of things that are not transparent; they're solid, and so normally I keep them kind of out of the way. This program here is Avatav, and I usually keep him about there. So it blocks a little bit, but not a lot. So we'll go to next.
OBS Sim Sound.
So OBS Sim Sound. So let me. Whoops, not you. You. So let's turn on the power. Oh yeah. So all I'm doing is I just turned on the battery switch to see if I seen it in OBS, and I did.
Check. Mod mic in position.
So my mod mic's in position.
Check. OBS mod mic sound.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're good.
Check. OBS streaming.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Check. Over toolkit windows.
OBR toolkit. I got a chat window with me, so I am doing good. I have it, and personally, I find the rep for the default Cessna 172 better. It is more it's more realistic in my opinion. And I have the airfoil labs. I absolutely do. So the 172. And the I have the older one though. I don't have the new one. Uh, I have the older one. I guess they come out with a new one called NG, and but that was a G1000. But I don't think they've released the newer of the six-pack version yet. Maybe they just have, but I personally like the rep better than the older Airfoil Labs 172. So just just Bill's personal opinion. Over here, toolkit window. Yes,
Check.
we got them.
Fly with Lewis sound script.
We got them.
Check. AVI tab plugin.
Got it.
Check. Rep weight and balance.
Yeah, I don't know what the reality expansion pack costs. Probably around $20, maybe 25. It's a worthwhile investment. It absolutely is. I helped Claudio with the VR implementation. We spent probably best part of a month improving the VR implementation, and it's quite nice now. It is quite nice. It was a little rough to begin with, but it's quite nice now. So rep weight and balance, and I'll get to show that. So weight and balance. So before, I couldn't bring this window into VR. I had to do it in 2D. so I worked with Claudio to get so we can so I can do this. And it's big, but I just don't. It's not relevant to the situation because it's not going to be here long. Okay, so I got 17 in. Good. Apply. Close. Got one more rep. Let me check you off. Okay.
Rep maintenance log.
So, one more rep deal. Show maintenance report. If I can change it. Yeah, I can do that. Don't want to get it too small where I can't actually read it. That's good. Oil quantity. So it said refill. Maybe we should do that. Okay. So I refilled the oil. I hadn't done this in a while, so. Oh, good. Good. Oh, my tires. Oh, okay. I thought I did a hard landing and I did something to them, but nope. We're all good. And so to resize the window, you basically highlight these two. So that makes it resize, keeping the proportions correct. So we're all done with you. All righty. Cool.
Check. 2 brakes. Test and set.
And the way
fuel selector
checklist works is that if there's a continue at the end of that checklist, it'll continue on to the next checklist, and I don't have to say click on next or anything. So once the beacon light on.
7 avionics switch.
They're off.
Off. 8 master switch.
Need the master switch on, both of them.
On. 9 throttle.
I want the throttle in a little
Open
bit.
1/4 inch.
Okay.
10 mixture.
Mixture cut off.
Idle cut off. A auxiliary pump.
So we turn that on.
On. B mixture.
So shove the mixture in.
3 to 5 GPH, then cut
and,
off.
And you watch that gauge, it just goes up a little bit. So I pull that off. And then I turn that off.
12 starter.
So, and explain, both of these controllers are live. So I can grab this controller. I can grab the mixture.
Engage.
Hold it.
1 ignition switch.
Once it starts, run it in.
2 mixture.
So
engine start.
Both of these were live at the same time.
3 engine.
And it wants to be 1,000.
RPM 1000 RPM. 4 oil pressure. Check. 5 mixture. Leaned max. 6 flaps.
Okay, I'm done with you.
7 avionics.
Oh, I need the avionics on? Taxi light on?
Instruments.
So we're south a little bit towards 21. I'd say that's pretty good. 730. Yep, that's good.
Set. 1 brakes.
Alrighty, I'm done with you. So I basically use that checklist kind of just to keep me honest, and make sure I follow it. But my point I was trying to do is that, so you can see that I can highlight this and I can highlight this, both at the same time. Both controllers are live. They're live all the time, and how they work in X-Plane. If I come over to this controller, you can see it highlight. Well, not only does it highlight, but also I feel it in my controller. I feel just a little bit of the haptic in the controller. I feel it. So I can blindly come in and I can tell that I hit the throttle. I'm not even looking at it. I just know I hit the throttle because I can feel it. Same way as all the switches, anything that highlights. You know, when you come into it, you can feel it. So, as a VR user, a VR sim user, this kind of VR controller interaction is a minimum standard for me. It just is. Um, and the reason that is true is that I have a physical yoke. I have physical pedals. All other interaction is done with VR controllers. It's how I choose to fly an airplane, and in VR, and so that's personally what I find as a minimum standard uh, for a flight simulator to say that it has VR controller support. If it doesn't meet that minimum, then it's, as far as I'm concerned, not fully VR controller supported. So, alrighty, looking at the temperature here, making sure it's got green. If I don't let this get green, if I take off, I will pay a huge price. If it's cold and you try to take off, I've done this, and I got 1,000 feet off the ground and the engine died. That was the first week I had I had VR for a week, and I never ever did that again. So, alrighty, let's see if Pilot2ATC is happy with me. What do I got to get on? I got to get on ground. So actually, let me just go to
KERI INTL Tom Ridge FLD Information X-ray. 1400 Zulu weather. Wind 180 at 5, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 20, dew point 16. Altimeter 3018. Arriving runway 24, departing runway 24. Advise on initial contact, you have X-ray.
Okay, let's do a quick talk about winds. When I first started flying the airplane, I had a hard time trying to figure out, when I heard a wind, how I knew what runway it should be. After I stopped flying real airplanes and I was flying simulated airplanes, I still had that same problem. It's what I come up with. So the winds were 180 at 5. So it's 18, and the runways here are 6 and 24. So is 18 closer to 6 or closer to 24? So if you look on the heading indicator here, you can see 18 is south, 24 is over there, 6 is way over here. So they said the active runway is 24. But of course, because it's closer, I can't believe it took me this long to kind of just in your head, kind of. The only time you'll run into trouble is if the wind is kind of like right in the middle, say a 140 or something like that. Then it becomes, you have to think about it a little bit more, But ones that are more obvious than that, you can just kind of look. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's something I've learned that helps me just kind of just think about that. So I'm good. So I need to get the ground. Two ways to do it. I'm gonna do it a little bit different. So I'm gonna grab Avatab, and I'm going to get airport. KERI. Whoops. Extra KERI. Alrighty, so I have ground and I have tower. So let me set ground first. This program here is called Plane Command. So it's a voice activated command. So I can do this. Set COM1 121.900.
COM1 set to 121.9er.
Set COM1 standby 118.100.
COM1 standby set to 118.1.
Okay, so I have the active as ground, and the standby is tower. So what it allows me to do is right now I can make a radio call and get permission to taxi over to runway 24. If everything works correctly, that's what I'm gonna do. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 24 via taxiways Delta, Alpha, hold short runway 02, and runway 24.
Taxi to runway 24 via taxiways Delta, Alpha, hold short runway 02, and runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay. For some reason, I don't know why, my Pilot2ATC kind of disappeared in the cockpit. I think for what I'm doing, it ain't gonna make any difference. I don't think it moved anywhere. It's kind of hard. Oh, there it is. What's over there? Huh. I don't know. But I'll just taxi over the runway and move on. It's kind of nice being in the cockpit, but it's not a necessity. The ATC stuff will work no matter what. So at least that's my plan. If it doesn't, we'll regroup. So, she told me to taxi on Delta to Alpha. This is Delta. Would be nice if there's a sign over here, but I just know it's Delta, so. Because there actually should be a taxiway sign someplace in here, kind of letting you know that this is Delta. I think when we get further over here, there actually is a sign, so. Okie dokie. And there's a runway here. There's a runway 220. And this new version of Pilot2ATC kind of sees me coming and will basically clear me across the runway. So, well, at least it has in the past. it could make a fool of me, so that's okay.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared to cross runway 02.
Cleared to cross
220,
runway
and you can see
02
the,
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
you can see the black D, so I'm on Delta. That's what the black D means. So. So I pointed out yesterday, there's a building here, and there's a tower. That's the Glide Slope tower. And in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the building was there, but the tower was not. So we can see, whoa, ooh, come on. I was looking at the windsock. Yeah, that isn't too, not too windy. It looks about right. kind of got a little crazy with the rudder pedals there. And then when you overcorrect to try to get it back, and as opposed to just putting a little bit input in, put too much in. So many years ago, I redid this airport because they made the runway longer. The runway was around 5,000 feet, maybe a little over, and they increased it to about 8,000 feet. And what the hope was is that they were going to have transports come in, I think from Europe or something. They wanted to have our cargo plane. I wanted to have cargo come into here. Well, after they extended the runway, then they realized that the main part of the runway isn't strong enough for the cargo plane, so they couldn't do it anyhow. So they spent all the money on extending the runway to not be used for what the purpose of extending it was. Just, I couldn't believe they made that much of an investment and didn't think through completely the issues. So we have a much longer runway now, and but it's not used for its intended purpose. And quite frankly, I've never in real life, when I quit flying here, when I quit being a student pilot, we were using the shorter runway. The longer one hadn't been made yet. So the only time I've actually flown on the longer runway has been in a sim. So. Okay. So A1. So this is the newer part. So it kind of juts over here a little bit. This part of the taxiway is a little bit narrower, not a lot, just a little bit narrower than back there. So all this is a new part, you know. So what I had to do for X-Plane is tell them where that building is. So that changed, so that the glide scope antenna and building
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf contact tower on 118.1. Enjoy your morning.
The
tower on 118.1 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
The also what happened is the ILS antennas that are, I think, on the other side of the street. Those moved, you know, because the runway moved, and so I had to find out. I had to look on like Google Earth to kind of find them after they finally showed up, and say, go ahead and give X-Plane the coordinates so that they could update their database. Okay, we're on tower frequency. Pilot2ATC automatically transferred that, so. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready for departure, remain in pattern.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf contact ground on 121.9er for taxi instructions.
Ground on 121.9er for taxi. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 180 at 5 knots. Altimeter is 3018. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I'll get my pattern work done after I take off. I should be able to do that. So, trim looks good. Let's go fly an airplane. Up we go. So it's trim for takeoff, so it should climb out of here at around, I'm hoping for 80 knots. Looks like it's a little below it. So I'm climbing a little bit too quick. So I just shoved in on the yoke a little bit, pulled up on the trim wheel. Went from about 70 knots to almost 80 knots. That's pretty good. I'm a little bit off runway center line. That looks pretty close to 500 feet. I'm looking at where I am. Nope, gotta go a little bit more. I'm looking for a crossroad here. There it is. So the crossroad's at the end of the runway, that road right there. So I'm gonna turn here. Go back to power, about 2,000. So, lined up here. There's a runway behind me. We'll go see if I can get this radio call in and have her happy with me. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf Squawk 1200, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Still haven't got the call right. We'll see if she gets unhappy with me. Alrighty, looking to be a beam the numbers. So I'll pull the power back to about 1600. Put back on the yoke a little bit. 1 notch of flaps. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I'm not getting that call right, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final for touch and go runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
There we go.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Yes, I can. Can you see it? Should be able to. Alrighty, what am I doing here? Not looking too bad. I'm trying for just 2 notches of flaps here. See how it goes. I'm high. Get rid of some power. I get rid of a lot of power, actually. We'll get down here. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, it's and when a message comes in, I get a ding in my headset, so I know to look. I don't look all the time. I hear a ding, and I look. Alrighty, see how good a landing we can do here. Come on, there you go, there you go. Yeah, you got it. Whoops. Okay. Up we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I've been using VR and flight simulation for over 4 years. Initially an X-plane. So my opinion is this is the closest I'll ever get, quite frankly, in my life, to flying for real. I'm a former student pilot. I have 108 hours in this kind of airplane, a 172 SP. And yeah. I had VR for about a week. I was using this mod, Reality Expansion Pack for the default Cessna 172 and X-plane. I had VR for a week. I took off, didn't let the engine warm up, and killed the engine on takeoff, about 1,000 feet above the ground. Oh, really immersed. So I took off. I'm 1,000 feet above the ground. The airplane dies. The engine stops. In a real airplane, I've been trained to fly straight ahead. Do not do anything different. Straight ahead. Thank you for the follow. I went ahead and just did a really gradual 180 turn, because I was out past the airport. Did a 180 turn, got the airport, the runway back underneath. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
I almost think my radio calls in.
And go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay. So I did a 180. I got the runway in underneath me, and did probably one of my better landings. At that point in time, I had VR for a week. I never flew on a 2D screen ever again. Never. The only time I would ever fly again would be if I was doing like a development, because I'm a plug-in. I write plugins for X-plane. So that would be the only time I'd use a 2D screen, is if I was testing. But other than that, nope. If I'm flying in a sim, I'm going to be in VR. So. You see my airspeed got a little bit low for me? Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final for runway 24 for touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
The fact that when I'm coming in here, lining myself up for the final, and I could just kind of just look around the corner, kind of see where the runway is. Oh, it is like, this is the closest I'm going to get to real life again. So I was a student pilot when I was in my late 50s. And I'm 71 now. And I'm just not, I don't have the disposable income to spend on flight training. So I spend it on hardware. I am too high, so I'm just going to let this sky come down a little bit. I'm going to be landed long. I'm aiming for those big white markers, but I'm going to be long, so I can just see it. So got throttle all the way back. Start pulling back on the yoke a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit. Oh, we're good. Yeah, good light flare. Yeah, I'll believe it. Power, careful. More. More. Alright, get it up. Good belay flare. Yeah, I believe that. Flare was pretty good. I was long though. I didn't get rid of enough altitude, so. Yesterday I was doing this in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That was work. That was work. Thank you. Part of my goal of doing this is kind of to show what is possible. And I also quite frankly know, alright, we're past it, that not everybody can watch a VR stream. Because when I move my head, that's where the picture's going to be. So if I hold it right here, try to, because I'm doing like a whole bunch of things all at the same time, trying to watch the heading indicator here. There we go. Okay, got it lined up. Not sure what that was. Or a click, 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 and I'm not sure what it was. But wherever I'm looking, that's what the screen's going to show. So it's a bit disconcerting. Whoops! It's a bit disconcerting for some people. I'll put it that way. Maybe not for others. So I can watch a VR stream. Doesn't bother me at all. So, but I kind of know what to expect. Okay, so we're a bit high, and so I'll pull back to maybe 1800. Let her descend a little bit on the downwind. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
In
Cleared touch and go runway 24, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I cannot put those two calls together. I have to separate them by a little bit of space. If I do that, it seems to work pretty good. But I have to call my downwind, and then a little bit later, I call touch and go. Alrighty, back to 1600. Hold up on the yoke a little bit, first notch of flaps. Yeah, where I live, yes. If you're in upper elevations, you need to lane the plane to keep power. But I'm at 700 feet. Absolutely no need to, especially doing this kind of stuff, there's no need to do anything with it. So yeah, my mixture is full rich all the time, so the only thing I'm playing with a little bit with is the throttle. Normally right there, I pull the throttle back to 1600 from 2000, and I can normally keep it right there. And I'm trying to keep the plane trimmed. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
Clear touch and go runway 24, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So as long as I got cleared for a touch and go, all I had to do was say I'm turning final, and she knew that I'm cleared for a final with a touch and go. So in other words, and she says the option. So what that basically means is she. Hey Iowa, how you doing? This is a lot more fun today. I am way too fast. We'll have to bleed off some airspeed here, but I can do that. But so she clears me for the option. So what that means is that I can either land right now, or I can just do a touch and go. We're doing a touch and go. So little high here. Get back. Get back. More. Alrighty, you were happy with me. That is wonderful. Careful. Alright, I'll go up over here. Oh, cool. Yeah, and basically it is, because you look at like my fuel flow indicator, man, it's pegged up there. So I mean, I'm using a tremendous amount of fuel to get this plane up in the air. So when you're cruising, you kind of pick an airspeed you want to go, and then you basically pull the mixture back, you know, to where basically you're going to starve the engine for fuel. And at that point, you know, and you basically give it a little bit more so it's happy. So that's how I do it. May not be perfect, but that's what I do. Yes, I have. It's too rigid for me. My reason for flying is flying. I don't need to go somewhere. I don't need to make money. I don't need any of that. Basically, it's kind of like you get paid to fly, you know, and that kind of stuff. But I just, it's not who I am. I guess it's the right way to put it. So, but I certainly am aware of it. So, but my reason for flying is just flying. I don't need any other reason. So, but everybody's different. That's what's great about this world. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay, waiting for us to get a beam of the numbers. Power back to 1600. Hold up on the yoke a little bit. Now we need to get the plane to descend. Looking for that to be about 45 degrees. That looks close. So go ahead and put on another notch of flaps. So I'm landing with 2 notches of flaps here. So I have landed with 3 before, but I've been told I'm told for this big long runway that is unnecessary. So I've been kind of teaching myself how to do this. So far it's working. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 180 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Come on. Looking a little better, a little fast, maybe. And maybe I did too much of that when I was a student pilot, where you know you'd have to fill up, you'd have to do do a flight plan. You'd have to do a weather briefing. You know, figure out how much fuel you're going to use and all that good stuff. So maybe I had enough of that. That may be part of it. So, but I understand the interest in that. I absolutely do. So. Okay, back to 2,000 RPM. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf altimeter is 3017, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Clear touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
This here's a little special. So I normally do cross-country flights. So a lot of my flights will be about 3 airports. With power back to 1600. So it'll be an airport I leave. An airport I do a touch and go. An airport I land at. That's generally my flight. So, and normally around 2 hours. And depending on my whim as to whether I hand fly it or use an autopilot. I can do it either way. And I have done it both ways. So, but that's generally the type of flights that I do, you know, and pretty much fly anywhere where I have at least reasonable scenery. So this here is Ortho for XP is the scenery I'm using. So so this is the scenery I've created. So. Okay, 1,500 feet. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Clear touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So every once in a while, when the plane is pretty well in trim for 65 knots. So every once in a while, when I'm turning the airplane to line up with a runway, I have this bad habit of like pulling back on the yoke, and I shouldn't be doing that. So when I do that, I watch the airspeed go down. So. Yeah, it looks like we're going long. I ain't gonna push it. I could force myself to go on those big blocks, but I'm just not going to do it. So I'm right around 70 knots right now. I need to get rid of some speed. Pull up, pull up, up. Cool. I've learned there's no sense in, especially on this runway, there's no sense in trying to shove it down on the airport, down to the airport, if you don't really need to. Just let the plane sooner or later run out of airspeed, and it will land. Oh, okay. KERI is Erie, Pennsylvania. That is Lake Erie. So we are on the shores of Lake Erie, and this is where I learned to fly. So this is part of the Great Lakes. So you've heard of the Great Lakes in the States. This is one of them. This is Lake Erie. When I get turned here, you can see the our peninsula. Our peninsula juts out into the lake. Just kind of trying to keep track of everything here. Whoa! There we go. So you can see there, that's our peninsula. It'd be a better view when I get turned here. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning downwind, runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, the pattern direction is left.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So our peninsula like juts out into the lake, and then it wraps back around to there's a channel further off here to the east, and it's about 300 acres. It's pretty big, and it's basically a state park. So there's beaches along the lakeside. The inside of it is the bay, so it's a protected area for the storms and stuff we get on Lake Erie. So back to 1600. Just trying to see that airspeed drop. There we go. Okay. So, where in Spain are you? We've been to Barcelona, Seville, and Madrid. We were there, I don't know, 3 years ago, something like that. One more notch of flaps. Oh, cool. We were in Seville at Easter time. Wow. I will never, ever, ever forget that. It was where they're carrying all the big floats and stuff. I think there's a special name for it, and I don't remember. But I got to see the people carrying that. Oh, that was like just so impressive. Oh, my word. That was very, very impressive. So I'm getting a little bit low. Not bad, but lower than I may be comfortable with. Just 6 Bravo Golf, turning final. I can see
Cessna
I got
6
two red
Bravo
and two white.
Golf, winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Problem is, I'm running out of elevation and airspeed. So I know our correct elevation. I just got to give it some more power. And once I'm pretty sure I'm going to make this runway, then I can get rid of it. Oh yeah, we're good now. We were not in a place I wanted to be. Actually, approach turned out pretty good. It's a little bad in the middle, but that's okay. It's all in recognizing and changing. So my girlfriend wanted to when she was growing up, she used to watch Mexican TV, and they had bullfights on. So pretty much all her life, she wanted to see a bullfight. So, like, okay, well, we're in Spain. We'll see if we can find that. And so we were in Barcelona first. Their bull ring was converted into a mall, and so that wasn't happening. So we were in Seville. They didn't seem to have a bullfight there. So we checked into Madrid, and I looked, and right at the desk, it said bullfight tickets, and I'm like, so I asked the guy, you know, I says, you got bullfight tickets? Oh yeah. He says, but understand, he says, the price on the ticket is not what you will pay. I went, yep, got it. We're being scalped. That's fine. And we just gonna do this. So I pulled back to 2,000. So he gets us the tickets, and he had to go I think he had to go a railroad stop, train stop down to get the tickets. So we actually did go to a bullfight. Glad I went. We'll never go to another one, but it was an experience I'm glad I got to see, and I felt pretty sorry for the bulls. I absolutely did. But in the end, the bulls kind of won, because in the end, just give me a second. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
So 2 weeks after
Clear
we
touch and go
after we
runway
left,
24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
a couple of them, actually all of the matadors got injured, so much so that they didn't have enough matadors to actually finish the bullfight. They had to cancel the rest of the bullfight because the matador, the bulls had won that time. So that was kind of a little bit different, and that was exactly at the same bull ring that we were at. So yeah, I'll never forget that. Alrighty. Okay. But certainly had a lot of fun in Spain. In Barcelona, we got to ride on a 42-foot sailboat, just me and my girlfriend, and that was really cool. Oh yeah, no, I'm quite sure that's true. I'm quite sure that's true. Yeah, like I said, that was the only place that I knew that even a bull ring even existed. So there may be other places, but Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Clear touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Yeah, so that probably would have been 4 years ago or something like that, maybe 3. Certainly before the pandemic. Pandemic kind of curtailed all of our travels, so hopefully next year we get to go back to Europe again. Trying to get everything to balance back out here. Not too bad. But on the sailboat, yeah, we went out in the, let's see, yeah, we went out in the bay there at Barcelona. That was pretty slick. The problem is that we were out for a while, and the fog started rolling in, and the captain of the sailboat kind of like was going, he's going, I'm having a hard time seeing the shore. We probably better get back in. So we had to kind of cut it a little bit early. So, that was pretty slick. Yeah, 42-foot wooden sailboat. I think it come from England. I think. So. Alrighty, back to 2000. Keep my turn coming around here. Try to get the plane level. So there was air venture in Oshkosh this last week, and Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Clear touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So the X-Plane team there put on the presentation. So Philip was there, Austin, the CEO, was there, and Thompson, the media director, I guess is his right title. And so partway through the presentation, oh, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Alrighty, there's the numbers, back to 1600. One notch of flaps. But about 20 minutes into the presentation, Austin kind of says, the question was asked, when is X-Plane 12 public release going to happen? And he said 30 days. And kind of like, okay, cool. So whenever that is, one thing that I'll be screaming most days, I'll be streaming X-Plane 12. And there is a whole bunch of things that I can't say right now because I'm under an NDA that I will be able to say when it's a public release. So I can't wait. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Clear touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Come on, airplane. You know you're not supposed to be that slow. There we go. Every once in a while when I make the turn, I make it too steep. So when the plane's too steep, it tends to lose airspeed. And, but the important part is don't panic. The airspeed will come back. Oh, I'm using Pilot2ATC. Just for my kind of flying, I'm just not in the mood to, like, let me rephrase this. Let me get landed first. Um, I like Pilot2ATC for this reason. When I want to go flying, no matter where I want to fly in the world, I want to be able to fly and have a reasonable representation of air traffic control. I could use Pilot Edge, I could use VATSIM, there's a couple other ones I could use. The problem is that you have to, too many times you don't have a controller available, especially where I may want to fly, when I want to fly. Pilot2ATC is always there to say, hey, I'm here, I'll help you out. And so it is exactly why I use it. The author, Dave, I have a very good rapport with. If I have a problem, I will email him, and I generally will get a response within a day. You can't beat that. You just plain can't beat that. And for the type of flying that I do, where I stream VR, and I stream normally at 11 o'clock. So, turn here. So that's why I use it. So, it is for those specific reasons. So, but one thing I did watch was Pilot Edge did the Oshkosh. They did a Oshkosh event, and that was impressive. How they had actual Oshkosh controllers controlling their network at Oshkosh, controlling the same approaches as what you would do in real life at Oshkosh. That was pretty slick. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
The flagmen were too cool. The flagmen were way too cool, because I watched a couple of Pilot Edge streams for Oshkosh, and the flagmen were just a trip. That was so funny. Alrighty, we're across the numbers, back to 1600. Pull back on the yoke, notch your flaps. Get the plane to descend a little bit here. Yeah, whenever it's a public release, Austin says 30 days. We'll see if he can pull it off. Basically, Austin may be the CEO of X-Plane, but all of the developers have to tell him they're ready. Or it won't happen. He may be the CEO, but he can't really demand anything. He can request, but he can't really demand anything. So it's kind of funny. It's a rather interesting enterprise. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
This
Cleared
is the
touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
This is the cool thing of VR, where I could like kind of look and go, okay, yeah. If I do like a pretty standard rate turn, if I start turning here, by the time I get the turn straightened out, I'll be lined up with the runway. And altitude looked pretty good. Airspeed looked okay. Better actually than some of my previous attempts here. And the RPMs were about where I wanted them. So I can clearly make this runway. So we'll pull back to power. I sometimes have a tendency when I'm coming in like this to like shove down on the yoke, but there is no reason. I'm around 700, 600, 500 feet per minute descent. And so you just have to kind of look, kind of try to arrest, not too much. Cool. And my gadget here says he's happy. Alrighty, up we go. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I was doing exactly the same thing in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the winds, right now the winds are calm. I am doing awesome. I am doing so awesome, it's not funny. I was doing it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It said the winds were around 5, a quartering crosswind of about 5. My word. When I just trying to keep the plane, like right now, just trying to keep the plane straight. This plane's flying straight. It's not moving. That plane would dance all over the countryside. It would just sit there and just do this. I'm like, what on earth is wrong with this thing? And so, but I'm running software update 10 beta. So is that relevant? It could be. It could be. I don't know that. But man, I like when I like to fly, I like it to be fun. And that turned out to be work. I think I did about 4 or 5 touch and goes and went, I've had my fill. I'm not going to do it anymore. So I don't know what the deal was. But so it said, I think it was like 356 at 5. When you looked at the windsock, it didn't match it at all. The windsock was just jumping up and down. And what I was seeing on the windsock was better reflective of what I was experiencing for winds. So that's not a 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are calm, cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
I am using a Vive Pro 2 with valve index controllers. So my controllers are on my hands at all times. So, and hardware, I'm running an i9 11900K, 64 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 3090. We'll pull back to 1600. Hold on the yoke a little bit. Oh, whoops. Come on. There you go. I tried to buy a 3090 for when it was released for probably at least 6 months. Couldn't find one. Kept entering the Newegg shuffle. Couldn't find one. And so finally, I got chosen for the Newegg shuffle. So I had already made up my mind that when since I got a 3090, that I was going to build a new computer around it. So that's when I got my my 11900, the 64 gigs of RAM. That's when I got all that stuff. I built a new computer around that video card because I was streaming VR at the time with a 2080 Ti, and I knew that wow, you are really high, Bill. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option
I
runway
was in too much of a
24.
hurry.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Oh, maybe I'll pull this off. I looked and I was like about 1,500 when I started this turn, and I was like, oh, good Lord. Because about this far out, I probably should be about 1,100. I'm about a few hundred high, so I'm not too bad. We'll make it work. I can just glider on in here. I have so much airspeed to get too much. And I'm not quite bold enough to try to do a forward slip on stream. Oh yeah, this will turn out okay. This will actually probably turn out. We'll see. We'll see if I can screw this up. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! I have MFG crosswind pedals, and I do have a dampener hooked up to them, because before I had the dampener, it was pretty easy to do that pretty dramatically. The dampener kind of helps kind of control that getting too far out of kilter. In other words, you shove the one rudder pedal in too far, and then you have to like counter twice as much with the other one to try to recover for the mistake you did. So just looking at where the airport is. Okay, I think I'm going to do one more touch and go, then I think I'm going to call it a day. Not sure how many I've done. I've done a lot, but I'm having fun, so that's what's important here. And people interacting with me in chat, that makes my day. It really, really, really does. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm not so sure why, but for some reason, my follows don't show up in chat. They showed up before, and that's another one. I know the sound. I'm quite sure it's Apollo. Hopefully it's not a raid, but you never know. But they don't show up, so I don't know the person that actually followed, you know, so that's kind of my dilemma. And I'm in VR, so it isn't, that's its own limitation. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf call turning final for runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
Cleared touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Because I had a couple of streams where when I would hear the sound of a follow, I would see it show up in my chat, but for the last few streams I haven't seen that. So, all right, back to 1600. 1 notch of flaps. The issue that I was having in Microsoft Flight Simulator is like I easily put it back to 1600. To do that in Microsoft Flight Simulator would probably take me 20 or 30 seconds because it would just jump. So I'm looking for this runway to be 45 degrees behind me. And that looks like that's about it. So I'm going to trim up a little bit here. Get the airspeed down a little bit. 1 more notch of flaps. Make sure the plane keeps descending. Yeah, when I come over here to turn for final, then I should be about 1,200 feet, so. Yeah, it looks like we're coming in like a little bit low. I'll give it like another 100 RPM. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared for the option runway 24.
clear touch and go runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Looks like a better approach. Maybe low. Yeah, looking low. Yeah, once again, low and slow. I got to give me some power to get some elevation here. Or at least slow down my descent. Alrighty, we got it. No, that probably wasn't good. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna do a full stop. Next one. Up we go. Might be getting tired. You too. Thank you so much for stopping by. My directional gyro was off. I thought I was lined up with the runway. It didn't look that way, but was not quite lined up with my compass, and it drifted a little bit. So I'll tell the nice lady at ATC that this will be a full stop landing. We'll see if this part of Pilot2ATC works. All right. Oops. Back to 2000. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24, full stop landing.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are calm, cleared to land runway 24.
Cleared to land runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So she cleared me to land. She didn't say anything that I actually have to call final, so I will, but she didn't really say that I had to, because I've been cleared to land, so. Alrighty, there we're up beam the numbers, about 1600. Hold back on the yoke, let the airspeed drop just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Probably pretty good. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are cleared to land runway 24.
Cleared to land runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
It'll be good when them billboard trees are gone. We actually have a tree that looks like a tree that's actually three-dimensional. Alrighty. Not looking too bad. Yes. 3D trees, new weather system. Yeah, the trees will look much improved. The weather much improved. There will no longer be when like a new meteor gets loaded in and all of a sudden, bang, the weather changes. That will be gone. So you'll have, let me just a second here.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf exit runway when able.
Okay, I'll do that. So basically what it's using is it's using the, of course it's using the meteors, but it's also using a thing called GRIB. I think it's GRIB files. So I think there's a taxiway right here. And so those get updated like every 3 hours. Meteors are every hour. And so Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear of the active runway 24. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear of active runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Erie International Ridge, contact ground on 121.9er. Have a good afternoon.
Ground on 121.9er Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Oops, sorry. That's rep telling me I have my RPM too low. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request taxi to general aviation parking.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Delta, hold short runway 02.
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Delta, hold short runway 02 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Every time I contact ground, pretty much everywhere, it's almost like I woke them up from a nap. You make the call and you're second guessing yourself, like the call didn't go through or something. But if you don't wait a good 10 seconds, maybe 15, then you'll make the call again. You really didn't have to. You just have to wait, and finally they'll respond to you. It's hilarious how it works. So, but it's how Pilot2ATC works. So as I'm taxiing up here, there's a runway 220, and that I crossed when I left here, and so. In a previous version of Pilot2ATC, I would have to ask permission. But on the current version, it basically sees me coming, and it'll basically clear me to cross this runway. At least it has in the past. Have we slow down a little bit here?
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf cleared to cross runway 02.
Okay.
Cleared to cross runway 02 Cessna 6
This is a runway
Bravo
right
Golf.
here. So it's the big runway is about 8,000. This one's 3,000. So they're tremendously different. So, but I have landed in real life on that runway. I was doing a pattern. I think a pattern for 6, and my instructor contacted the tower and says, "Hey, we wanna land on." Trying to remember which way it would be. I think it'd be 20 coming that way. I'm pretty sure it would be, and so they cleared us to land on that one. And we didn't do a touch and go. We just landed, and that we used up quite a bit of the runway, because part of the problem is that you're coming in over houses and stuff. So you can't quite be as low as like you can be coming over this runway that I just landed on. You could be pretty low, you know, and actually make the runway. On that one there's houses, there's trees, there's all kinds of stuff before the threshold of that, and it is a displaced threshold. So I'll get her turned around here. Come on, turn. Okay. Stop. Brakes. Okay. Well, that was fun. That absolutely was fun. So let me, all pretty much all done. So turn off the avionics like my instructors told me. Pull mixture back. Idle cutoff. Plane died. I didn't have the right lights on when I was doing my pattern work, but that's okay. Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by. We'll catch you again. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, guys. You don't know how much I enjoy when Chad interacts with me, and as this stream has proven, pretty much all parts of a pattern. Now I'll interact with chat. I got time. So, you know, when I'm on a final, probably short final, I probably will hear but not respond. Just trying to stay focused. You know. But other than that, no. I'll when I hear the ding, I'll certainly look up and reply. So it's been fun. Thank you guys all for stopping by, and like I said, as soon as it's legal for me to do, I will certainly be streaming X-Plane 12. So thank you again, Iowa. I do my best to try to have fun. Hopefully the chat has some fun, and pass along some of my knowledge in the process. So, and if I succeed in any of them, I've done what I wanted. Oh yeah. It helps, and just understand what kind of hardware I'm playing with. So this guy here, this is a Fulcrum 1 yoke. So at rest, I'm going back. That's 8 inches. At rest, in 8 inches. So this is just like the throw of a real 172. So I make landings look easy because I have a really, really, really nice yoke. So that helps tremendously. The MFG crosswind pedals also really, really help. You know how much I think it's 59. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread it. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't think that was going to happen. No, I didn't think. I was surprised that Austin actually put a number of days on it. I really was surprised when I heard that, because I basically heard it before I seen the video of it. Because who is it? Russ Barlow. He's a YouTuber, and I've known Russ for quite a while. And he was at Oshkosh, and basically he filmed it with his iPhone. So the quality of the video, it's moving around a bit. The audio, it's not ideal. As much information as they give for X-Plane 12, I have no idea why the X-Plane team didn't have a camera there and actually do it professional. I got no idea why they did this, because I watched the whole video, and it's about 120 minutes, something like that, and the majority of it is not really. Part of it is integrating X-Plane into commercial simulators, and but quite frankly, the majority of it was X-Plane 12 showing it off. are talking about it. So yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, so I was surprised that that the only reason I got to see it was because Russ recorded it on his iPhone. That's the only reason. And then I forgot where the heck I found out about it. But somebody on the org, yeah, somebody on the org said that Austin, and they quoted Austin as saying that the pre-release will be 30 days, and kind of like went, okay, well, that was in quotes, and you're quoting Austin, so the chances of you like kind of just guessing at that probably is unlikely. And then when I seen the video and heard it on the video, then you kind of went, the video of the presentation, I went, okay, yeah, that's what he said. Whether that's true or not, whether he can pull it off, I don't know. I know he's aching to get it out to the people. I know he is. And but he's kind of waiting for all of the developers to say, "Okay, I'm ready." Because once you go from the limited number right now, it's probably 200, 250 people that has the alpha right now. It's a small number. Once you say anybody that wants to give me $59 can have it, your your support question, your bug reports, support, all of that has to be ready, because there is no way it will be polished when it does go public. So you have to be ready for that, and not be able to pull that off. So I'm sure there's a lot of thought going into when you actually set not necessarily a date, but a number of days. And when you say that, and you say that in a public forum, be ready. so, so, but it's been fun. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. I actually enjoy pattern work. I actually enjoy. It's fun. I it helps keep me in the game, you know, and doing it in VR is just a trip. Just it's so much fun. It's so, like I said, this is as close as I'm going to get to real life in forever, because I'm like 71. There ain't no way I'm going to go flight training again. So I did have an offer to go in a real airplane from CFI down at Meadville, and I haven't taken him up on it, but it might. I just don't know it quite yet, so we'll have to see. Alrighty, I think I got everything shut down here. So rep will be happy the next time I try to fly it. So we'll see you guys all later. Y'all have a great day. And if you enjoyed this content, and this video will absolutely be going up on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, please click on the follow button. It sounds like I got a few today. And I'll be doing this some more. I think, and what I'm trying to do is I'm testing a new version of Pilot2ATC to kind of make sure that pretty much most of it's working. I didn't have enough issues that I would complain to Dave about. I'll put it this way. So my next couple of flights, I think, is I'm going to be going, picking an airport, a small airport, a non-towered airport south of here, maybe 35, 40 miles away, and flying up to Erie, coming in on an approach, you know, getting permission and all that good stuff. So I'll be going from a non-towered to a towered in Pilot2ATC, and probably in one stream I'll do probably 2 airports like that, where I'll go from that airport to Erie, and then respawn in a different airport, non-towered different airport, and then fly back to Erie, you know, in different places south of here in Pennsylvania. So that's kind of my goal for the next stream. So I'll be taking a little bit of a break from Microsoft Flight Simulator until I see they have an update. If they have an update, I will try it again. But It's way too entertaining for me. Have a great day. Goodbye, guys.